And it just escalated from police station, CPS, trial, conviction. And I'm just like, because, you know, if you haven't lived that life, you don't really understand that life, you do think that can't happen. That's when I learnt this can happen, and I was not happy, so I just did everything I could, managed to get the Court of Appeal, got it overturned. He came home, and that's when part-time, bit of music, at the park, you know, with my little phone, doing a few videos. This is where it changed. This is where I am now going to be Depzman.
Yeah.
And there's nothing going to stop me.
School days, I was bringing a knife to school, like no cap. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so that's my whole thing as well. Obviously, it might not be as much as these days, but I'm saying there was man on that.
When Josh was 13, he was tall. He got his height from his dad, didn't get it from me. And he just thought at that point the best way to deal with all of this is to be as angry, as volatile and as dangerous as I can be, and then hopefully no one will say the word dad.
How can we be living in a place where it's coming in like the adults are scared of the kids? That's just to show you how the mockery, the state of what you lot have got, how they've got the place running.
He had 7 girls turn up at his funeral telling him it was his girlfriend, which wasn't true. That was quite interesting.
A man was a groomer still. I groom enough youths on my end still, you get me? Had them doing enough. Crying now.
Josh is mine. Depzman is quite a public person. So people don't always think, I need to speak to her if we're talking about Depzman.
My thing is, some people deserve punishment, some people deserve rehabilitation.
Me and JK, we've never had a kind of disagreement. We've just been very like around things around Josh, and you know, that's all it is.
By a big man Joe, it's maybe too late, but see the Wales a lot could be changed and done differently in the Wales, man.
Because when people look at Josh online as Depzman, they just see popularity, they see all that kind of thing. But when he was a little boy, he was always that little boy that was never invited to a party.
And I didn't like the way how he told people that that's it, your cut-off date, your cut-off date, your cut-off date. Like, he passed away before most of those women that he gave a cut-off date.
Because my son loved his dad, that I couldn't be the person that said, well, you're not seeing him, or you're not seeing Josh. That wasn't my place to be like that.
My son listens to Digger D and he don't go and do madness so my whole thing is about parenting.
When he was little, because he used to hit people, they called him Deppy Clapham, and I'm not quite sure where that even came from.
If from school, they had, like, say, a counsellor for every year, then you had to go and see that counsellor. You know, you'd be used to seeing someone and talking about shit.
You could not have got him to sit. The only person he would allow near him emotionally was me.
You even was in my bedroom, like, she was like, I got my Bible, preach. Like, that's what she actually was saying, you know.
And have some Mountain Dew.
Yeah. And music was his therapy.
You're making me have a few more outbursts as well.
My story's mine, my story's Josh's, and my story is used to share and hopefully make people see what they've got to fight for. And that's